Like I've said in previous videos, learning how to make music is a constant process and a journey that you'll be on for the rest of your life. Making music with a computer can be really empowering and then also very frustrating at times, as I'm sure you've already encountered. Outside of the very specific things I can teach you about Live and how to use the software, probably the most important and useful thing I can teach you is how to solve your own problems when you encounter them. And this is probably applicable to all facets of your life, but definitely applicable when we're talking about making music with a computer. When you come across something that you can't figure out or a roadblock along the way, there's a 99% chance that there's somebody else in the world that had the exact same problem. And by leveraging the YouTube and Google platforms, you can connect to those people and learn from them without even having to step away from the computer. Troubleshooting is something that in and of itself can be really frustrating and is somewhat of a skill set that you need to learn. So I'm going to give you a few tips that are going to help you to get results quicker. First and foremost, what I want you to do is take a deep breath and calm down. It's really easy to get stressed out and frustrated and want to give up immediately. And that stress and anxiety that we encounter is our worst enemy when we're trying to solve a problem. You need to know that everything's eventually going to work itself out. And instead of getting frustrated, just get down to work and start fixing the problem. I have seen my fair share of computer keyboards go up in smithereens, so let's all do ourselves a favor by thinking calming thoughts and get down to troubleshooting. After you've accomplished reaching a decent calm, let's begin by pulling up a search engine. Most successful web searches have to do with the proper use of keywords, and when you're troubleshooting in Ableton, there's a few specific ones that you need to include. Most successful web searches have to do with the proper use of keywords, and when you're troubleshooting in Ableton Live 9, it's important to add a few very specific ones. So you want to have a generalized wording of your problem, like can't access envelope, or one clip won't launch after another. And finding the right words can be challenging in and of itself, especially if you don't have the vocabulary to express what it is that you mean yet. So if this is the case, I suggest starting a separate web search just trying to deduce the right words to describe your problem. An example of this would be reggae dub effects. Let's say we know that it's some reggae dub thing and we don't really know exactly what it is yet, so we can do a general search, read more, and once we go through this, we'll find different keywords like ping pong delay or feedback trails, and then you can go in and add that here to the search. So we'll go back to the general Google page here. You also want to type in the word Live 9 or Ableton 9. So since there have been 8 other versions of Live before 9, you'll want to make sure that you're seeing results for the current version of the software you're using. So I'm attempting to type in arrangement Live 9. So you'll see all of these references and tutorials come up which are specific to Live 9, which is what we're looking for. So sometimes you also want to type in the name of your machine and operating system, such as I'm running a Mac on OS X, or you're maybe running a Windows 8 PC, who knows. Live operates on both Macs and PCs, and different operating systems can be the root cause of whatever you're encountering at any given time. So in addition to writing in the name of the software, the keywords of your issue at hand, and the platform that you're currently running, you're going to want to try different combinations or eliminating one at any given time. So do the search and then eliminate Mac OS X, or do it again and then eliminate Live 9. So once you have a full page of results, deciding which one to click on is the next part of the battle. So I'm going to quickly do a search for back to arrangement, which is a very popular search, I imagine. Back to arrangement, Ableton 9, it's already doing the work for us. So here we have all sorts of results, and finding where we separate the helpful ones from the non-helpful ones becomes the next part of the battle. So first of all, we want to check the dates. Here, I'm going to eliminate 9, and we'll see what we come up with here. So we're looking at just back to arrangement now. If I go down, some of them have dates. You can see this one was from 2008. Here's 2009. We've got some 2013, so these are more recent. You want to look for results that are more current. Usually a couple years back is about as far as you're looking for, unless it's more of a general concept that isn't necessarily software specific. But since we are using technology tools, having a more current reflection of what the landscape is going to be really important. So we can browse these brief descriptions of the results, and if it looks promising, it probably is, and if it doesn't, it's probably not. But if it has something along the lines of what you're looking for, I would just check it out. Often reading a page on a forum or an article is going to help me to choose better keywords for my next search if I didn't really get close enough. So we'll look here. This is June 10th, 2013. So it's actually leading us elsewhere. You can see you can kind of go on this wild goose chase in a way. So in addition to these web pages, you're also going to want to search through the video results. So I'm just going to click on videos here. And if I had $1 for every tutorial video that was out there showing people how to do X, Y, and Z inside of Ableton, I'd be a very rich woman. And obviously here I am doing the same thing. So most of the time, there is another person out there that not only had the same problem that you did, but they also made a video about how to fix it and then put it online for you to view later. But I'm sure, as you know, not all videos are created equal, and there are some very interesting and non-helpful people out there who have populated the web with the opposite of what we're looking for right now. So we need to try to view videos that have a decent amount of views or have come from someone who has made several others as well. Videos that were made by a school or an institution are typically very good. So if we go here, this is my friend Houston Singletary in this video. So this is a decent number of views. We've got 55,000 here.
Note that when you now enable...
This is Ableton's channel, so they have a lot of really good resources. I also suggest checking out Loudon Stearns has a really great channel as well, with many, many, many tutorial videos and all sorts of software outside of Ableton as well. And the other person I suggest checking out is Tom Cosm. He has a fantastic amount of really great content, which is helpful and really easy to understand and watch. So I would check those 3 places first, and between all of these options, you're gonna find something that's gonna explain to you what's happening and how to fix any problem that you encounter. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. The answer is out there, and you might find it interesting to know that outside of what was a very limited resources and help from specific people, I taught myself how to use Ableton by using Google and YouTube, and it took me very, very far. This whole process of learning how to make music with a computer is an ongoing, lifelong journey, and having the resourcefulness and wherewithal to fix your own problems when you encounter them is going to be hugely powerful and let you continue as fast as you want to.